Hi guys, and we're going to be jumping right into this tutorial today. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Priming Potion in the color Original. I really liked this color for my skin tone. It really matched very well. It made it look a little more natural for when I didn't want to wear like bold colors. You can choose something a little bit more daring if you want to. Sin is another good color that they offer for their priming potion. I'm going to be putting this all over my lid and all the way up to my brow and really patting that out to give a nice base for our eyeshadow. I'm going to be going in with the Tartelette in the Bloom palette, and I'm going to start off with the color Flower Child. I'm going to apply this all over my lid, in my crease, and all the way up to my brow bone. This is really going to set that priming potion that we just put on our eyes and make sure that it allows the other colors to go on very easy. I'm going to be taking some tape and placing it on the outer corner of my eye on both of my eyes. Now this will give us a nice shape for our eyeshadow, that way we won't have to clean it up later. I actually got it a little too close to my eye, so I had to readjust it. It was kind of making my eye water a little bit. Next, I'm going to be going back in with the Tartelette in the Bloom palette and using the color Sweetheart. It's a very soft pink color. I really like it as a transition color, and I'm going to be putting it in my crease. I'm going to be using this Dome Tapered blending brush from the Sephora collection. It doesn't really have a name or a number. I just know that it is a tapered dome brush, and I like to use it for blending or adding in my crease colors or any other colors like that, really. It is a very good palette. A very good brush. I did get the brushes on sale in a pack. Next, I'm going to be taking Rebel, and I'm going to be placing that on the outer corner of my crease, and then I'm going to blend it up. And this is where I'm going to start taking my colors up a little bit higher than the crease. This is going to give the illusion of depth, and it's just going to give us a little bit more color than that first transition color that we had. You really want to make sure you take your time with this part and really blend it out, because these first two shadows are really important to be blended out because it allows for the rest of the colors to go on very smoothly and blend them out as well. Next, I'm going to be taking an angled, tapered, like really dense brush. It's just an eyeshadow brush. It's an angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be going in with the color Leader. I'm going to take quite a bit of this and apply it to my outer corner. I typically try to stick with the outer V portions with the darker colors, but I wanted to go a little bit more bold this time and take it up, not like just take it up a little bit more than I normally do. I don't really add this color into my crease, just because I do want the other orangey burnt colors to really pop out to give us some more depth and color to our life with this look. Then I'm going to be going back in with the color Sweetheart and that blending brush that I used in the first colors, and just blend it all together to make sure I've got a very nice and smooth transition and that I've got no blank spots or anything like that. This is just going to give us a really smooth look on our eyes and makes everything look flawless. And that's how we want to look, right? Of course, that's how we want to look. I'm then going to be taking this very dense flat brush and taking the color Funny Girl. I'm going to pack a lot of this color on that brush, and I'm going to pack it all over my eye. Now, this color doesn't really show up very well in my camera, but if you're like seeing me in person, man, this color is bomb. I look like a freaking snow globe. But I really love this color. It's a really nice gold, sparkly color. There was another one in the palette called Firecracker, but I found the color a little bit too dark for me. It just made the look a little bit too dark in my opinion. I'm going to be removing those tape strips to get ready to prime my face after I finish blending out those little lines just a little bit more, because those lines were a little bit too sharp in my opinion. You could leave them like that. You don't have to do this step. I just prefer those little lines from the tape to be a little bit softer to make it look a little more natural, like I didn't cheat. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner. I'm going to do a little bit of a wing today. I'm using the Line Stilettos by Maybelline Cosmetics. I really like this eyeliner. It's one of my favorites that I've found. I've actually been very committed to this eyeliner for, I think, the past 5 years. I really love this liner. I've tried out a few other ones, and they just don't give it to me like this eyeliner does. I sincerely love this liner. It's really deep and really dark, and it doesn't leave, like when it dries, it doesn't leave like a shiny finish. It's like very matte and black, and it stays like so black all day, and it actually has a really long wear time. I do really enjoy this eyeliner, and it just, I don't know, it's my favorite eyeliner I've ever had in my entire life. I'm going to continue to do what I was doing before and do it on the other eye as well. I'm just going to be taking my eyeliner and I'm going to draw a line all the way across the eye. I do little small lines at first. I feel like it helps keep the line very straight, and then I create my wing, and I just do that in a series of like small lines and link them together. And unlike other people, I don't go from the top to the bottom when I'm creating the slant for my wing. I actually start at the bottom of the base of the wing and go up and then just fill it in and connect it that way. And then I fix the rest of my eyeliner so that it matches all the way across my eye and it doesn't look a little lopsided. And I just do this until I'm satisfied. Next, I'm going to be going in with my face primer. I'm using the Professional face primer by Benefit. I'm going to apply that all over my face and really focus it in and around my nose because that's where I feel like I have the largest pores. This is a really good face primer for me, in my opinion. It really fills in those pores that I have. Next, I'm going to be taking this Real Technique sponge, and it's dampened, and I'm going to be placing the foundation Born This Way in the color Nude all over my face. I'm just going to dot that everywhere, and I'm going to like blend it out. Now, this clip did get deleted, and I don't know what happened, but I just continued to blend it all over my face until it was blended out. Then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 10, which is the lightest color that they have, and placing that at the high points of my face, like under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. And then I'm going to follow it with the outer portions where I want to bronze / contour, and I'm going to go in with the color 30 in the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's called Cafe. And then I'm going to take that same Real Techniques sponge that I used earlier for my foundation. It's still dampened, and I'm going to blend all of that out until I feel satisfied. Now with this cafe color, I have noticed that it can look a little bit orange on paler skin tones like me, but it really doesn't bother me because it kind of reminds me of my Hoola bronzer that I do use at times when I feel like doing a powder. I enjoy doing the liquid bronzing / contouring as opposed to just doing the powder. I feel like it lasts longer throughout the day, and it just really gives me a better overall look, in my opinion. Now, I didn't mention, but I did place this under my lip as well, the cafe color, just to give my bottom lip a little bit of a powderier look. It gives the illusion of a larger bottom lip, which is a really nice thing for me. I'm then going to take the fair color and place it back under my contour because I felt like it was a little too sloppy for me. And I'm just going to blend that out and really sharpen up that line. I feel like it just gives it a cleaner look if you do this, like if you messed up a little bit. I know you could go in with translucent powder and fix it, which I do that as well, just to set that down there on the bottom. I am taking that Real Technique sponge, the dampened sponge. I learned this from Jaclyn Hill that it actually gives you a really nice flawless cover when you're baking your under eyes and the rest of your face if you use a dampened beauty sponge, and I actually agree. So I'm only going to bake the underneath of my eyes, my cheeks, my nose, and my chin. Next, I'm going to be filling in my brows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz Defining Pencil in the color Auburn. I really like this color for red hair skin tones. It just really gives me a very nice color, and I think that it matches my hair very nicely. It's not too dark, but it's not like too blonde either, if that makes any sense. Ooh, I got some on my eye. Ooh, gotta get that off. But going back in with filling in my brows again, I really feel like this color is just a great color, and I love the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's a really easy way to apply your eyebrows, especially if you are a beginner. I feel like it's way better than a gel pomade or powders. I feel like it just gives it gives you more room for error, in my opinion. I feel like you could mess something up and still be able to fix it later on. and it would be just fine. Now I do go between filling in and brushing out the product just to make sure I don't get too much of a buildup in one area, especially in the front of my brows. But you have to watch, because if you blend out the tail too much, it will get a little bit too pale and cause it to look a little bit less colored than the other tail of your eyebrow. Next, I'm going to be dusting off that translucent powder that I put on earlier, which I forgot to mention the name. It's the Flower translucent powder. I got it from Walmart. It's a really good powder. I like it. It doesn't dry me out, and it doesn't make me look splotchy or white all over the place. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with a Tarlet in the Bloom palette and do the underneath of my eyes. I'm going to take that tapered dome brush, blending brush, and go in with Rebel first, and I'm really going to bring this down very low to give it a really blown out look. I really like that color for when, like that look when you're doing these kind of colors. I just think that it makes it look really nice, and if you're afraid of looking like you're sick, I can promise you that you won't look sick. Even if you are a little pale like me. I was afraid of this at first, but once I tried it out, I realized I really liked it. I'm going to take a more defined eyeliner brush and go in with the color Leader, and I am going to really define that line for my lash line with that color, and just tie in all the colors from my lid with the bottom of my eyes. I'm going to blend out that on the bottom and really give it a smoked out look. This just helps blend it all together and makes it look a little bit better. I'm going to then curl my top lashes. I do this for a while because my eyelashes tend to not like to curl up, but I can get them to curl if I sit and press on them for a while. And I'm going to go in with the Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. I'm sorry that my container is so disgusting. I really need to clean it off, but I forgot to before I filmed this, so I do apologize. I apply a generous amount of this, and for some reason the clip of me doing my bottom lashes got lost, but I did put on this on my bottom lashes as well. You'll see in the next clip. See, I've already got it on my lashes. And then I'm going to line my waterline with this black eyeliner pencil from Avon. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite blush ever. This blush is so pretty. This is Super Orgasm by NARS. It's literally just a sparkly, pinky, rosy color, and I love it. Especially for paler skin tones, I feel like it is just a very perfect color, especially for the winter. I'm then going to go in with my favorite highlighter of all time, Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. This highlighter literally gives me life, if you couldn't tell by the faces I'm making. This is my favorite highlighter I have. I also have the Opal by Becca, and I've used a few from the drugstore, and they just don't play me and make me feel the way that this highlighter does. Next, I'm going to get my lips ready for my matte liquid lipstick using the EOS Lip Balm as a primer, and then I'm going to take the matte liquid lipstick by Too Faced in the color Drop Dead Red, and I'm going to apply this all over my lips. To be completely honest, this lip color scared me, but I really wanted to do it for this look. Last time I tried wearing it, I messed up, and it was just an awful mess because it does stain very bad. That's the only downside I feel of this color, but where it is a darker color, you can always expect it to stain. So you just really got to be careful with the application and make sure that you really take your time and get it precise and in the way that you want it, or else you're just going to have a really big, messy red mess. But I really like this color, and the formula of the liquid lipsticks by Too Faced, I feel like they're really good, and they don't dry out my lips too bad. But my lips do get chapped really easily, and that's why I prime them before I put on any kind of mattifying liquid lipstick, just because I don't want my lips to crack and get chapped beforehand. And that's going to be it for this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on how you felt about this look. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the little bell button beside of my name, you can get notifications every time I upload. Thanks for joining me and watching me do this look, and I hope to see you next time.
My friends don't walk, they run. Skinny dipping rabbit holes for fun. Popping balloons with guns.